Tororo Parliamentary Group. Tororo Parliamentary Group. The Uganda People's Defense Forces. The Uganda People's Defense Forces. Honorable members, this being a special sitting with special circumstances, the Chief Justice being part of the family of Oulanyah has been allowed again, is seated just here. You're most welcome, Chief Justice. And I'm acting under Rule 8 of the Rules of Procedure. The independence Bugitsu Parliamentary Forum.
Sebei Parliamentary Group, Sebei Parliamentary Group, Karamoja Parliamentary Group, the older person representative, the older persons, the East African Legislative Assembly, Honorable members, the ministers we have His Lordship the Chief Justice Owenzolo Alfonsi. In the VIP Lord, Chief Justice, you're most welcome. In the VIP Lodge, VIP Gallery, we have His Excellency Mohammed Sulaiman Ahmed, the Dean of Diplomatic Corps. You're welcome. We have Honorable John Nasakira, Common Minister. Honorable, you're most welcome. We have Honorable Chibule Ronald, Common Minister. Welcome. We have Honorable Amayam Sheba, Common Member of Parliament. Welcome. And Minister. We have Honorable Mahmoud Pato Edward, the former Member of Parliament. Welcome. We have Honorable Simeo. We have Honorable Miriam Asende from our MP. Mariki, you're most welcome. Honorable Kilo, the former MP, welcome. Right Honorable Margaret Ziwa, former MP and Speaker of Yala, welcome. Honorable Dan Kidega, the former Speaker of Yala, you're most welcome. We have Honorable Ben Water. Ben, you're welcome. Honorable Dan Ogalo, most welcome. We have the Right Honorable Joe Richard, the Secretary General of NRM. We have Honorable Robert Mao, President GP. We have Vice Excellency Ambassador Mulendori, Uganda High Commission of South Sudan and in South Africa. We have Honorable Wilke Michael, welcome, former Minister. Honorable Baji Kadogo, former MP, welcome. Honorable Kumam Msamba, former MP, welcome. We have Honorable Ekulo Epak, former MP. Sorry, it is a title. We have Honorable Lydia Wanyoto, former MP of Yala. They are all here to witness the proceedings of today when we are paying tribute to our fallen hero. We also have Honorable Mubel. Honorable Mubel Serenge, that is a delegation from the Democratic Republic of Congo. We have Honorable Tabu Makuti, is the head of delegation. We are most welcome. We have Honorable Marcella, also from Parliament of Congo. We have Honorable Nono from Congo. We have Honorable Jean Paul Bigira, MP in Congo. Honorable Pileo Mukumba, Mr. Senator. We have Honorable Alphonse, Mr. Senator. Honorable Dete Mbui, Mr. Senator. We have Honorable Mayendi, Indiana Advisor. Honorable Kenya, Indiana Advisor. Then a delegation from the East African Legislative Assembly. We have Honorable Rose Akol, Member of Parliament, Yala. Honorable Kapoza James, Yala. Honorable Mugeni Mary, welcome. Honorable Mukata Mbide, welcome. Honorable Mutamali Paul, Yala. Honorable Lamara Den, Honorable Donald George Stephen, Honorable Dr. Mbonye, Director Nakasero Hospital. Doctor, you're most welcome. We have Honorable Sam Kukesha, you're most welcome. Thank you so much for coming to witness the proceedings of today. We have Honorable Mojas, the Public President of FDC. Engineer, you're most welcome.
Item number 5 on the order paper, motion for resolution of Parliament to pay tribute to the late, the Right Honorable Jacob Lokori Oulanyah, former Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda.
Excellent, Mr. Commission. You're welcome. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, members of Parliament, this is a motion for a resolution of Parliament to pay special tribute to the late Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah, the Speaker of the 11th Parliament of the Republic of Uganda. And it is moved under Rule 56 of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament and Schedule 4, Part B, Paragraph 13 of the Parliamentary Pensions Act 2007. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, whereas Parliament of Uganda received with deep sorrow the sad news of the death of the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah, which occurred on Sunday, 20th March 2022, aware that the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah and meticulously served the nation in various capacities, including Speaker of the 11th Parliament from 24th May 2021 up to the time of his death. Secondly, Deputy Speaker of the 10th and the 9th Parliament from 19th May 2016 to May 2021 and 19th May 2011 to May 2016 respectively. Thirdly, as a member of Parliament representing the Moro County, Gulu District in 2001 to 2006 and 2011 to 2016 up to the time of his death, and a chairperson, Northern Region, Central Executive Committee of the National Resistance Movement from 2020 to the time of his death. Chairperson, Commission of Inquiry into the sub-lease of Piteka Market in 2008. And the UN Special Envoy to the Uganda peace talks between the government of Uganda and the LRA, and participated in drafting the Juba Peace Agreement in 2006, earning him an honorary doctorate of divinity by Zorai Theological College, United States of America, and Chairperson Committee on Legal and Parliamentary Affairs from May 2001 to 2005. Appreciating that the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah was a dedicated speaker who served our country and our parliament with devotion and enthusiasm, and his leadership greatly contributed to strengthening of adherence to the rule of law, parliamentary practice, political tolerance, the spirit of humanity, or Ubuntu, and encourage cohesion among its different shades of opinion. Recognizing the contribution made by the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah, his participation in the peace talks between the government of Uganda and the Lord's Resistance Army, and championing the promotion of government programs for the social and economic transformation of the people of Acholi sub-region and Uganda at large. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Parliament collectively conveys its condolences to His Excellency January Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the bereaved family of the late Jacob Oulanyah, all relatives and friends of the late Jacob Oulanyah, the people of Acholi sub-region, the Parliament of Uganda, and indeed all the people of Uganda for the loss of a great and exceptional leader, and takes cognizance of the excellent and patriotic service that the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Lokori Oulanyah has rendered to the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda, the Acholi community, and indeed all the people of Uganda. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, I beg to move.
Thank you, Excellent Vice President. Is the motion seconded? Is the motion seconded? Supported by the Prime Minister, by Right Honorable Kadaba, by leader of opposition, by the whole House. Thank you so much. Would you like to speak to your motion?
Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, on 20th March 2022, we received the sad news of the death of our Speaker, the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Lokori Oulanyah, in the United States of America, where he had traveled for specialized treatment. I would like to thank you for this opportunity to pay tribute to our departed Speaker, the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah, who was a gallant son of Uganda, and we shall remember him for his distinguished service institution of Parliament and to the country at large. I would like to thank His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, for his drive to save the life of the late Jacob Oulanyah with the interventions which we all know are self-explanatory. I would also like to thank His Excellency the President for enabling government to accord him a state funeral that is deserving of a man of the caliber of the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah was born in Gulu district, now Gulu city, on the 23rd March 1965 to Nathan Okori and Karen Patton. He studied at St. Joseph College Laidi, Dr. Milton Obote College Boroboro, and Kololo Secondary School for his O-level and A-level education, respectively. In 1988, he joined Makerere University and graduated in 1992 with a Bachelor of Arts degree. The same year, he joined Makerere University, graduating in 1995 with a Bachelor of Laws. While pursuing his law course, he served as Speaker of the Makerere University Students' Guild. In 1996, the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah attended the Law Development Center and obtained a postgraduate diploma in legal practice. He then joined the center as a lecturer, and it was during this time that he began private law practice at Oulanyah, Honoria, and company advocates. 2001, the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah was voted to the 7th Parliament as a member of Parliament for Omoro County. He chaired the Committee on Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, handling the challenging process of political transition then, the multi-party system, and the constitutional review. He steered the committee to process 2 constitutional amendment bills and 9 other bills to implement the provisions of the amended constitution. Jacob Oulanyah quit the Uganda People's Congress and joined the National Resistance Movement Party. He continued to actively engage himself in the legislative activities within the region and trained numerous legislators in Kenya, Eswatini, formerly Swaziland, South Africa, South Sudan, and Sudan on parliamentary practice and procedure. He also drafted several rules of procedure for other parliamentarians or parliaments in the region. The Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah was also instrumental in the restoration of peace in South Sudan. He drafted the Juba Peace Talks Agreement and was also an advisor to the government of South Sudan, alongside other high-level persons, including Dr. Riek Machar, who was the chief mediator in the Juba Peace Talks, and President Joaquin Chissano, the UN Special Envoy to the Lord's Resistance Army affected areas. But Honorable Speaker and colleagues, in March 2011, the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah was elected Member of Parliament for Omoro County on the NRM ticket. And in May 2011, he was elected Deputy Speaker of the 9th Parliament from Uganda. In 2016, the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah was re-elected as Omoro County Member of Parliament and Deputy Speaker of the Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker, on 13 July 2019, the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah was awarded the Honorary Doctorate of Divinity by Lower Life Theological College in the United States of America in honor of his distinguished services in faith. On 14 January 2021, the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah was re-elected a Omoro County Member of Parliament, and on 24th May 2021, he was voted Speaker of the 11th Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah was a key figure in the northern region, offering political leadership and monitoring to the post-conflict and recovery process of northern Uganda. With his influence, he mobilized support for the ruling National Resistance Movement Party in northern Uganda, which saw the party with win overwhelmingly in the region after 3 decades. The Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah was passionate about propelling his community from subsistence survival to the money economy. To this effect, he had initiated several projects for the people of Omoro, one of which was done a revolving fund of close to 3 billion Uganda shillings, which provided a startup capital to natives for various micro businesses. Indeed, when at his election as Member of Parliament in 2021, his focus was on improving education standards, healthcare, boosting agriculture, and achieving socio-economic transformation for our people in Omoro County. The Right Honorable Jacob Oulanya was a father and a mentor to many. At the time of his death, he was sponsoring over 200 students at primary, secondary, and university level, respectively. He went beyond supporting them financially, but took keen interest in ensuring that they grow to be successful and responsible citizens. It is this group of young people that he had in mind when he said he was careful how he handled public matters because he didn't want to set a bad example. He wanted to be a man worth emulating. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, the late Right Honorable Jacob Oulanya was also instrumental in the ongoing construction of the Cancer Institute in Omoro District. I would like to urge the Ministry of Health to ensure the completion of the said Cancer Institute in honor and memory of Jacob Oulanya. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, the Right Honorable Dr. Oulanya was not only passionate about politics, but committed his life to serving God and humanity. He was a Rotarian of the Rotary Club of Kampala Central, and he made the donations to all major Rotary activities in Uganda and contributed generously to the Rotary Foundation of Rotary International to support humanitarian service. Right Honorable Speaker, as Parliament, would like to wish to extend our sincere sympathy and condolences to the bereaved family, the relatives, friends, in-laws, honorable members of Parliament, the people of Acholi sub-region, and indeed all the people of Uganda. May the Lord sustain the bereaved family of the late Jacob Oulanya, and may the soul of the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanya rest in eternal peace.
Thank you so much, Vice President, for the elaborate motion. Can we have the Prime Minister?
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker and colleagues. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for according me time to do this agenda of this motion. I would like to thank His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda for the support he rendered the late Jacob Oulanya to save his life and also ensuring that his skills will be dignified send-off. A lot has been said about Oulanya's background and education. Therefore, I will focus on his legacy as Speaker of the 11th Parliament and a Member of Parliament representing the people of Omoro County. Honorable Speaker and colleagues, the right Jacob Oulanya served this nation with excellence and dedication. He fostered collaboration between Parliament and the executive and prioritized government business. The Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah was a pro-people person. Indeed, his last task in the House before being hospitalized was the passing of the National Social Security Fund NSSF bill, which liberalized the middle-term access to mobile savings. Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah sought to restore public confidence in the institution of Parliament by urging legislators to focus on debating issues of national importance and perfecting service delivery to the people of Uganda. As Speaker of the 11th Parliament, Oulanyah was keen on instructive and constructive debate in the House, as well setting the agenda of the 11th Parliament. Oulanyah called for evidence-based debate in the House, citing that without research and statistics, the district, bringing the entire House of intelligent and dignified people into debate. The eloquence and expertise with which he steered the House and him respect and loyalty of honorable members, among whom he always promoted the spirit of humanity, like others have said, Ubuntu. He was a uniting factor among the varied voices in the House, and always urged members of Parliament to accord respect to each other, irrespective of desire. Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, the Right Honorable Dr. Oulanyah was a respecter of time and ensured the parliamentary proceedings he chaired started right on the dot. He believed that leaders should be the best setters in handling parliamentary business. He didn't just talk, but he walked his talk. Honorable Speaker and colleagues, he was an expert in law and parliamentary practice and procedure. In 2001, the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah chaired the Committee of Legal and Parliamentary Affairs. His legal expertise was shown particularly on the constitutional amendment that brought the presidential and parliamentary elections on the same day. This is on the record. To maximize resources and promote fair competition. It was also during his tenure as chair of the same committee that the multi-party dispensation was ushered in, which has been key to our growth as a democratic state. Honorable Speaker and colleagues, the late Jacob Oulanyah was an accomplished legislator. As a matter of fact, he presented the only private members bill to the 7th Parliament. 2006. The Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah was a true nationalist, a visionary and progressive leader. He was an inspiration to all of us, and his leadership will outlive him. Honorable Speaker and colleagues, as Prime Minister and leader of government business in Parliament. I wish to extend my sincere sympathies and condolences to the President of the Republic of Uganda, the bereaved family, relatives, friends, honorable members of Parliament, the people of Acholi, our region, and the nation. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Thank you.
Thank you, the Right Honourable Speaker. Federal Speaker, I'd like to join the move of the motion and the President of the Republic, together with the First Secretary, the Prime Minister, and your colleagues members of Parliament in paying tribute to now the late President of Oulanyah, who until his death on 20th of March served as Speaker for the first 9 months of the Ugandan Parliament. I cannot just support the motion, but join all the members of Parliament to mourn and pay tribute to the great son of Uganda, the Right Honourable Oulanyah. In my own capacity as leader of the opposition in Parliament, I'd like to extend my personal sympathies and that of my team with the late Federal Speaker, the people of Moro, the ruling party to which he belonged and served so diligently, and of course, the Parliament of Uganda to which he had personified the service. Mr. Speaker, it's been a long, painful 15 days for the family, friends, and the country since our leader took his last breath. And it is with a heavy heart that we reflect upon his life and accomplishments. For us in the opposition, the demise of the Honourable Speaker is a huge loss. The country and Parliament have lost an encyclopedia of parliamentary procedure when many of our first-time members of Parliament needed guidance from him to understand and master the ways and methods of Parliament. There's no doubt that he did suit himself as one with a clear mastery of parliamentary practice. Mr. Speaker, over the past 60 days that our nation has been mourning, people have expressed their grief in various ways. But what stands out very clearly, Mr. Speaker and colleagues, is that there's been an outpouring of admiration to the accomplishments of the Right Honourable Speaker. His accomplishments over the last years of his service are not many feet in the nature of the environment in which we operate. And in times like this, Right Honourable Speaker, we tend to ask ourselves questions. What is it about this man that elicits this kind of overpowering in admiration for his accomplishments, Right Honourable Speaker? We now know, Right Honourable Speaker, that Jacob Oulanyah, the OG, worked his way up. He did not climb up. He never was a social climber, but he worked his way to rise to where he rested. Honorable Speaker, when people see goodness in a person, they respond by reflecting goodness back to that person. He was a fine gentleman. He was a good man. I have learned over time, Honorable Speaker, through my own engagement with people I agree and disagree with, that eventually leadership is about falling in love with the people and the people falling in love with you, or loving you back. It is about serving the people with selflessness, sacrifice, and goodwill, Honorable Speaker. As the opposition in Parliament, we have fallen in love with the leader, the Right Honorable Oulanyah, the Speaker, and we study not the politician, and the two are distinct. The distinction probably about him is that he was able to draw a boundary between being a leader and being a politician, which is why he had the right balance while leading us in Parliament. It's a new trait. It is that delicate balance that distinguishes statesmen from masqueraders, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker and colleagues, today we pay tribute to a man whose extraordinary eloquence, clarity in speech, and mastery of house rules and procedure made him unique as the presiding officer for parliamentary sessions. Our foreign speaker created and maintained his own unique audio brand. It's the reason why most of us men are decked with bow ties. His style reflected his humility, his meekness, calm enough when caught off guard. That was the Speaker, most importantly, our foreign senior colleague and leader, distinguished himself as the master of balancing the interests of everyone. As the collector Speaker, at the launch of the opposition legislative agenda, I invited him to be our guest. He was excited to appreciate an opposition initiative. Take work with the opposition on everything that seeks to serve our citizens. He advised that he preferred the leadership of both sides of the House to use the Westminster model of meeting regularly to iron out differences on issues of divergency, of this House. This great son of Uganda exhibited a level of fairness to all sides of this House, despite the partisan pressure that they told on the office of the Speaker. In the spirit of fairness, he left behind a matter he passionately intended to provide leadership over. That is Rule 25(2)(1, that regards the proceeding, the processing of a statement by a shadow minister. He was very passionate, I request the Speaker. There are individuals in this House, Honorable Speaker, that actually believe that the opposition is here illegally. You know? That actually the opposition is such a banner and an intrusion. That people are supposed to come here in Parliament and run through issues regardless. We had a conversation about the input for Rule 25(2)(1 with the Flic. I would like to implore and beseech the indulgence of the Right Honourable Speaker to pursue this matter with the Rules Committee, because we are a People's Parliament, and as such, it's not questioning the work of government is actually done with the intention of failing government. No, we are Ugandans, we know
know a government in power will go and shall take over. We want to find a better Uganda before we take over. Right, Honourable Speaker, before I take leave of the COG, may I take this opportunity to remind this August House of very three issues as before I take leave. As a matter of reflection, as a bid farewell to our brother, leader, comrade, friend, a parent like most of us. One, right, Honourable Speaker, as leaders, it's very dangerous to offer leadership in this country at various levels, as much as possible, refrain from generalizing and patronizing citizens who will disagree. We have had leaders in this country trying to draw away between citizens on a cynic. The memory of OJ will not be served well with these partisan posturings, right, Honourable Speaker. We always remember the nature of politics that is the embracing of our differences. Our differences are not a minus on this country. Our diversities, being a nation that is a melting pot of ethnicities, is not a minus. We should instead use it to serve common good. And already invite politicians at all levels to avoid milking ethnicity for political advantage and to pursue their own goals, right, Honourable Speaker. Jacob was in fire, we will disagree. I will give you space and listen to you and respect you. We always remember that. Two, right, Honourable Speaker. Let what made our speaker exemplary be an inspiration to all of us. The most important lesson he taught us is commitment to duty. He committed himself to delivering on assignments given to him. We should, in all our respective capacities, in memory of Jacob Oulanyah, delivering with output on time. That is the best we can give to Uganda and the memory of our leader. The business of ministers running out from duty and giving excuses and lose time of parliament and not taxpayers' money should end. In memory of all this, a session at 2 o'clock was 2 o'clock. I will process business. But, Honourable Speaker, we need to learn from his commitment to duty. Pretending to work shall not solve national problems. If you pretend, please go and pretend from home. Don't occupy public office. Last Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Speaker and friend sadly passed on away from home. Honourable Speaker, his close friends, self-very few were able to travel, needs an opportunity to have a last word with him. And for me, that's very saddening. Not that they all get to die from his house. The total make, Honourable Speaker, is that we need to do better. Right now, as Parliament, we engage in the budget process. I want you to see the level of commitment given these experiences on the health sector. Right, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, this Parliament mortgages the nation to over $1 trillion to build a specialist hospital. That facility is a noble area for members of Parliament. Honourable Speaker. And as leaders, be very, very careful in our actions. It's very, very dangerous. And when we return, Honourable Speaker, it's going to be very different. Government must explain whether we are flicked and we go for those who actually did it. It was connivance, we shall go for everyone who connived in that project. One is delivered. Honourable Speaker, I'd like to note that finally, the President at Kololo, when we are electing the speakers, advised us to amend Article 82 that provides for the election of the Speaker of Parliament. I'd like to remind this House and the country that actually active succession legal provisions that are lacking in our law books that require against legislation are related to the conduct of government business upon the passing or loss of an election by an incumbent president in Uganda. The presidential succession law, with details of authority given of bearers, is our legislation which we intend as the opposition in the great parliament to initiate. This is intended to create certainty and close any ambiguity, especially upon the loss of an election, Mr. Speaker. There is no problem with the calendar relating to the election of the Speaker. There is no ambiguity, regardless of the misgivings of the President. The ambiguity and the point is in the succession to the President as Federal Speaker. So we intend to resurrect the bill that was underwrote by Dr. Oulanyah in Parliament, full sheet, and make provision for presidential succession with clarity and without ambiguity. In the soul of our giant friend and leader, rest in peace, Albert Moon.
Thank you. Thank you, Leader of Opposition. So we want to give a brief report, a brief medical report from Dr. Chen, who followed from the health of the following hero. But before Dr. Chen stands up, we have condolence messages here. We have a condolence message from Major Retired Jessica Aluko, the MP of Kataku, and the Vice President of Uganda. Thank you so much for the message. We also have a message from Parliamentary Catholic Chaplaincy, and it close to 1 million shillings for Jacob Oulanyah Education Fund. Thank you so much. We have a message from Embassy of Islamic Republic of Iran, New Zealand, Embassy of Arab Republic of Egypt, Embassy of Republic of Senegal, Embassy of Congolese Republic, Embassy of Republic of Rwanda, Embassy of Burkina Faso, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, the Speaker of the House of the People's Representatives of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Embassy of People's Republic of China, Embassy of Mauritania, Embassy of Fatima. We have messages from Embassy of Republic of Burundi in Kampala, Embassy of the Federal Republic of Somalia in Kampala, Embassy of State of Libya in Kampala. We have Embassy of the Russian Federation of the Republic of Uganda, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Rwanda and Kampala. We have a message from Mr. Kentongo, President, that is Kentongo and Katana. We have Sibira, the Uganda Microfinance Regulatory Authority, Dr. Jonathan Kimbusi, the National Population Council. We have Dr. Joseph Mugawara, the President of the SOPA, Dr. Betty Mirembe, Party Uganda, Mr. Paul Mugeni, Prudential Assurance Uganda Limited, Honorable Safia Nanule, Equal Opportunities Commission, Right Honorable Valentina, that is the Speaker of the Federal Council of the Federal Assembly of Russian Federation. We have a message from the General Secretary and the President of the Interparliamentary Union. We have a message from Dr. Sonia Wilson, Urban Authorities Association of Uganda. We have a message from Professor Mustafa Sentongo. We have a message from Mr. Martin Suboga, Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority. Honorable, we'll continue reading messages as they come in. Honorable Chen, could you give us a brief picture of the course of the day? Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Allow me to convey my condolence to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, to the Vice President, to you, Right Honorable Speaker, to the Chief Justice, to the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, and all colleagues in the House. The Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to appreciate the Parliament, the 11th Parliament, and through you, for all the support that was given to the late Right Honorable Speaker. We did not leave any stone unturned in our quest to see that he remained alive and healthy. And allow me also to appreciate all the honorable members for their prayers, which kept the late Honorable Jacob clinging onto life. And in a special way, to appreciate the family for standing together, staying together, and honoring their father. Right Honorable Speaker, the ill health of the late Speaker started in 2019. And because you have asked me to be brief, I will summarize. In 2019, he discovered a swelling in the neck. It was a relatively big swelling. And he took it upon himself to seek medical attention in Germany. The swelling was removed and analyzed, and he was told it was a cancer. And later on I will summarize what the cancer was. He was started on treatment, which he finished in Uganda Cancer Institute. He subsequently visited several other hospitals because of the same, but we also had challenges during the lockdown and during the elections when he was not able to be in hospital. On the 23rd of January, we admitted him to Oulanyah, where he was to stay for 2 weeks. And during that time, we were preparing him to travel, and also getting in touch with several hospitals that could provide a gene therapy treatment known as the CAR T cell, which did not require more chemotherapy, because he had had multiple chemotherapy that had suppressed the bone marrow. And one of the reasons, Right Honorable Speaker, why visitors were limited was because his bone marrow was not functional and he needed to be protected from infection. So it was not that visitors were banned deliberately, but that was the reason. Allow me to appreciate the team of doctors in Mulago who took care of him, 15 of them led by Dr. Jackson Orem. the Uganda Cancer Institute Executive Director, who attended to him from the time when he discovered the lung until he went to Seattle. On the 3rd of February, 5 people left for Seattle, 5 physical people, together with the Holy Spirit. The 5 physical people included the late Right Honorable Speaker, included Patricia Lakidi as an attendant, included Christina Ward, and included his security guard, Ochen, and included Dr. Jackson Orem, who was to ensure that the hospital fixed him immediately, stabilizes him, and takes care of him. While in the hospital, several investigations were repeated. The biopsy tissues from the various hospitals were recalled for further analysis. Bone marrow biopsies were retaken for analysis, and details of all these were provided. The Right Honorable Speaker, the report I have here is the death summary report for the late Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah, Lukoli. The immediate cause of death, and therefore, 1, the immediate cause of death was multi-organ failure. The heart failed, the lungs failed, the liver failed, and the kidney failed. The liver started failing while he was still here in Uganda, as well as the lungs that had started collecting fluid. The heart started failing while in Seattle, as well as the kidney. He had multiple infections, bacterial infections, which were discovered here, and viral infections that were discovered in Seattle. And unfortunately, the treatment for the viral infection also further suppressed the bone marrow. This was because of bone marrow suppression, which we call pancytopenia. Now, bone marrow could no longer produce red blood cells, white blood cells, or platelets, and release of blood and platelets every day. All this resulted from progressive, recurrent, diffuse, large B-cell, non-Hodgkin lymphoma. That is the cancer. And I will repeat: progressive, recurrent, diffuse, large B, and of course, the chemotherapy that we received for quite a while. Right Honorable Speaker, there were contributory conditions, and the contributory conditions include the following. We had a lymphatic system depletion. The Right Honorable Speaker lost his spleen while he was in Makerere, and I'm sure many of you are aware about this. It is the spleen. And my brother, Right Honorable Kotobong, allow me to correct you, it is not the pancreas. You cannot live without a pancreas. It was the spleen. He had a splenectomy following that trial. So he didn't have a spleen, which is also an organ that manufactures blood cells, white blood, and so on. He also had challenges with stem cells, which had a poor immune response because of chemotherapy. He started having gastrointestinal bleeding, or bleeding into the abdomen. Because of lack of platelets, he could not stop the bleeding. He had multi-drug resistant bacteria, and this was Klebsiella pneumoniae, which is usually hospital acquired when you stay in a hospital for too long. And the virus was 15. So, Right Honorable Speaker, once again, my condolence. This is a brief report. A longer story will be provided in Colorado. I thank you for the opportunity for listening to me.
Thank you, Dr. Ken, and thank you for being here for Jacob. The right honorable speaker, former speaker, America, wanted to work with Jacob closely.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honourable members, condolences to the family, my Lord the Chief Justice, and members of the family, friends, the House, the President and the people of Uganda. I support the motion, and I am here to give some testimony about his working life, his education, growing up, party growth has been discussed. I just want to talk briefly about our time together, because I worked with him here for 10 years. We had a good working relationship. Honorable Jacob was, apart from supporting in the House and the Appointments and Business Committee, was also the head of delegation of the ACP, the ECU, was also the head of delegation of the International Congress of the Great Lakes region, was also in charge of external travel with the members of the Parliamentary Commission, one was in charge of the Commonwealth and the Interparliamentary Union. I think now that the Minister of Health has spoken, I can relate to what I remember about his health. Even for me, I think it was in 2019 that I realized that Honorable Jacob was not well. And it happened by accident. I was looking for him because we were approaching the Christmas recess, and there are some items I wanted on the order paper. One of them was the motion on the new city. We had sat in the business committee and agreed that the motion on the city must be completed for Christmas. One, because we needed it to be the budget from our paper, but secondly, to ensure the Electoral Commission will have an opportunity to demarcate the constituencies in good time, so that the elections of 2021 were held, including the new constituency. Now, I brought it for you because on 2 occasions, he has presided over the sitting and no decision has been taken. So I'm looking for him to find out, him having had the opportunity to listen to the debate on 2 occasions, was there a risk that if I brought back this matter on the order paper, it would be voted out? Also, would he need to be in a position to complete it, or should I do it? So when I found him, he said, I'm not well. So I said, oh, do you have malaria? He said, no, I've had an operation. So what's the matter? He said, I got an appendix operation. So I said, okay. So in that case, we have got through to the end of the sitting, the meeting, you stay home. So I was shocked 3 days later to receive a letter from him that was going out of the country. So I picked up the phone. He said, Jacob, I thought we agreed that you stay home. Are you going to travel? We'll just had an operation. He said, I cannot explain, but I need to travel. So I let it pass. In that letter, I think he had told me he would come back at the end of around 28th of December 2019. Now, on the 29th of December, I received another letter saying that he had come back, but he wants to go out again. So I said, okay, we are still in the recess, you go. So at that time, I was due to go to the Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers in Canada, where, by the way, I want to make notice that I committed Uganda to host that the studying committee of the Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers. because we are not here, I had spent only 3 days in Ottawa so that I could come back and start the third meeting, which was the budget meeting. He came back briefly, worked for a few days. Then I got another letter, which was on me. He wrote to me that he was going to the Federal Republic of Germany on a trade association, and that he was going to visit all the federal states of Germany. So I said, Germany. First of all, this parliament does not have a director of the budget as in Germany. So I was told, what should the Uganda official spend 6 weeks in Germany? And what should he visit all the states? So I wrote to myself, no, I think it's not, shouldn't travel now. Like, this is the budget meeting, we are about to start the budget. He didn't answer. So I think that will tie in with what the minister said, why he has spent time in Germany. He came back, watched it, and again requested to go. So now I really got worried. I took time and went to the president, told him that my colleague doesn't appear to be well, but has not informed me what the problem is, but he expects I want you to know, because I don't want to send us there. So this went on and on. It wouldn't stay for long in the country. And the other things you saw after he became speaker, I think that's the ones that happened when he was still speaker. So all I can say is that I think he was struggling, but was also trying to fulfill his obligation, both in the constituency, in the party, and also that he did, because we did a lot of work together. Now, on another, one of the things that I would want us to do for him, we have been told that he moved the private members bill for the October 2006. You know, on so many occasions, I tried to tell the Minister of Justice to ensure that this thing is being implemented. The militias are complaining, you know, the armies are complaining, you know, still complaining. So I want to appeal to Right Honorable by the Prime Minister and the Cabinet and Minister of Justice that in honor of Honorable Oulanyah, let us ensure that this law is implemented because we wanted it. And members know that maybe now remember but in the other parliament, 1, 2, 3, I think 5 years. So I want us to honor him by ensuring that we do something that we are very committed to. When I speak, I want to give notice. I will not be able to be in Kololo. I will not be able to attend the other ceremonies. The fact of ministers is meeting. They started yesterday, but I'm never started because of this. Tomorrow we are busy with the budget in Arusha and with the recruitment. On Friday we shall be in Nairobi to attend the ceremony for the deed of succession between the Southern community and the Democratic Republic of Congo. So I want to say farewell to my friends, my colleagues, partner, member of our party, President of the Oulanyah. May your soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Chief America. Thank you for this kind words.